Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Eala braces for tough Wimbledon debut versus defending champ Krejcíková. Eala's Wimbledon main draw pro debut will be nothing short of a baptism by fire, as the 19-year-old Filipino rising star takes on defending champion Barbara Krejcíková in the first round of the prestigious Grand Slam tournament on Tuesday, July 1st. Eala enters the match brimming with confidence after her stunning runner-up finish at the WTA 250 event in Eastbourne, her maiden WTA finals appearance, a campaign that saw her knock out higher-ranked opponents and further cement her place in the top 75 of the world rankings. But the challenge at hand is monumental. Krejcíková, though still regaining her form following a months-long injury layoff that sidelined her from November 2024 to April this year, remains one of the most dangerous names in the draw. The Czech star, a former world number 2, was forced to withdraw mid-tournament in Eastbourne due to her nagging physical issues, but has since declared herself fit and ready for her title defense at the All England club. Nearly a decade separates Eala and Krejcíková in age and experience, but the young Filipina is hoping her youth, momentum, and conditioning can tilt the scales in what is expected to be a tightly contested grass-court battle. On top of her singles campaign, Eala will also be making her debut in women's doubles alongside German partner Eala. The pair opens their bid on Wednesday, giving Eala a packed but promising schedule in her Wimbledon debut. For Eala, Tuesday's clash isn't just about trying to upset a reigning champion, it's another chance to prove that she belongs among the best on the sport's biggest stage. The wind teased the edges of the white netting. Wimbledon's lush green lawns stretched wide and quiet in the early morning calm, still untouched by the chaos of the day's matches. But deep in the player's zone, 19-year-old Filipina tennis sensation Eala tightened her laces, zipped up her kit bag, and took a long, slow breath. Her Wimbledon debut had finally come, and it was as monumental as it could get. Barbara Krejcíková, defending champion. A name that had become synonymous with elegant grit, layered consistency, and that rare blend of doubles prowess and singles finesse. And that's who Eala would face in the first round. For most, it would be an intimidating draw. But Eala had never been most. The rise of a Filipina phenom. Born in Manila, raised on red clay and humid courts, Eala has long been tagged as the next big thing from Southeast Asia. Her junior Grand Slam titles and steady rise in the ITF and WTA ranks have made her a trailblazer for Philippine tennis, a sport rarely in the national spotlight. But Wimbledon was different. This wasn't just another match. Wimbledon has a soul, Eala said in her pre-match press conference. It's a sacred place for tennis. To be here, in the main draw, facing the reigning champ, it's a dream and a challenge rolled into one. Her voice was calm, her poise impressive for a teenager. Still, the subtext was clear. This was a mountain, and she was the climber at base camp, looking up. The champion's castle. Barbara Krejcíková had walked these paths before, not just walked, but ruled. Her all-court game flourished on grass, blending slices, drop shots, and surgical precision from the baseline. And though she had risen to fame through her doubles dominance, her singles game had become a fortress, especially here, at Wimbledon, where she had lifted the Venus Rosewater dish just last year. To Eala, the challenge wasn't just physical. It was psychological. How do you go toe-to-toe with a champion who has already conquered the very turf beneath your feet? Respect her game, her coach told her during a strategy session. But don't shrink from it. Grit meets grass. The morning of the match arrived like a bell toll. Eala walked onto court one, her heart pounding but her eyes clear. Her name flashed on the scoreboard alongside Krejcíková's. The stands were buzzing, not just for the reigning champ, but for the unknown factor. For the young underdog from the Philippines who played with the heart of 1,000 islands behind her. Eala had studied hours of Krejcíková's tape. Her down-the-line backhand was deadly. Her serve was reliable, if not overpowering. But the danger was in her variety, the kind that disrupted rhythm and forced players to constantly adapt. Eala's strategy was simple. Take the ball early, control the tempo, and stay mentally anchored. And maybe, just maybe, she could steal momentum. Set 1, storm and settling. The opening games were a flurry of nerves. Eala dropped her serve early, giving Krejcíková a 3-0 lead. The Czech champion was clinical, mixing high looping forehands with sudden net charges. But just as the crowd seemed ready to write the scoreline in ink, Eala held serve at 3-1 and followed it with a sharp break. She grunted louder, moved quicker, and started reading Krejcíková's patterns. The crowd leaned in, surprised at the fight. At 5-5, the stadium was electric. A 27-shot rally ended with Eala painting the line with a down-the-line forehand that made even Krejcíková applaud. But champions find a way. Krejcíková broke with a devilish drop shot and served out the first set, 7-5. Still, the message was clear. This teenager wasn't here for a participation trophy. Set 2, fire from the islands. The second set was Eala unleashed. The nerves faded, and her natural athleticism shone. Her footwork on grass, a surface she had trained on only sporadically, was suddenly smooth and aggressive. She began to win longer rallies, using her heavy topspin forehand to push Krejcíková back and then rushing the net. She led 4-1 before Krejcíková responded, reeling off 2 games. But the Filipina stayed composed. She served big, saved 3 breakpoints, and closed the set 6-4, fist pumping to the skies. The crowd roared. Filipino flags waved in the stands. Somewhere, thousands of miles away, in homes across Manila, cheers erupted from living rooms, bars, and makeshift watch parties. Eala had taken a set off the defending Wimbledon champion.